Hi, I'm Sarunakumar Rajendran, CEO CTO of Visual AI Agent Builder. So in this demo video, I'm going to show you how you can create an AI agent for healthcare within few minutes. This video will not have any jump cuts, just to show how easy it is to create AI agents through these building blocks. If you want to build such an agent right from scratch using engineers and also ML scientists, it would almost take 2 to 3 months. And in this demo video, I'm going to show you how we can use Visual Agents AI Builder to combine the building blocks to make sure that you get the AI agents to be built in minutes, how it can be deployed within minutes, and how it is ready to use within minutes. Just saving you the engineering cost, saving you all the ML scientist cost, and also like saving you hours and also months of work, bringing it down to hours. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a patient history file, which contains patients, doctors, and also like the patient IDs, their history, and everything. So I'm going to make sure that I'm going to use this as the record for healthcare, and I'm going to interact with this record by building a chatbot or a chat agent. This chat agent can be used by doctors to see what's the history of patients, when did they come for visits, what are their symptoms, what was the diagnostic, what was the medicines given and stuff. Of course, this is for a demo, so hence I'm using a huge report file for all the patients. But if in case, what we can do is in real systems, we can definitely connect it to a database, which is basically patient database, of course, with all sorts of security in place so that like the doctors are able to view their patients only, right? And also get insights from AI of like what could be the diagnosis, what does the report say, and everything. And of course, this use case is only for healthcare, which I'm creating now. In further demo videos, I'll show you how we can build a search agent, how we can build a finance agent, how we can build any agent that we think we should build it on code right through these building blocks within minutes. And that's the specialty of Visual AI Agent Builder. So let's dive in. The time is 12:24. I'll not have any jump cuts in this video. Let's see how fast it is to how fast we can build these AI agents. I'm going to click, this is the portal. So in this portal, you can see multiple parts, you can have multiple projects. Within these projects, you can have multiple agents. You have this home button, and also you have these profile buttons as well, right? And then you can find all your files here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly click on new flow, which will build a AI agent for us. And for this purpose, we need to build a system which is vector store RAG agents. We can find all other template of agents here, or we can have a blank flow from where we can build from scratch. So what I'm going to do, just to showcase the demo video, I'm going to bring in the RAG agent, vector store RAG agent out of the box. And there you go. The flow is there. You just need to fill in certain blanks and we can create it faster. On the left side, you can see multiple building blocks. Let's say, how do you make sure that an AI agent conversation is like seamless, just like normal conversation? You can bring in multiple boxes like message history, right? Or let's say like, hey, I want to search on the internet before answering anything. So you can have, let's say, multiple search options. If you see, you have search APIs, DocTac search, and everything. Along with it, I've created one which is known as Brave Search API, and you can get it and make sure that it gets going and working on the flow, right? But anyways, let's stick to our demo. I'm just showcasing you how to flow through the entire diagram and stuff. But so what we have to do is we have this patient's file, updated patient history report file. We need to put that file into a RAG store so that agents can query it. So let's say I've already uploaded the file in the system. It's already there. So what I'm going to do is, hey, this is my file. Make sure that I connect the file to a split text, which is basically a chunker. I'm just setting up the chunk sizes, which needs to be implemented in such a way so that the answers come really correct. So these are all configurations which we can do on the system. And these configuration, if you have to write through code and redeploy every time you need to change, test deploy, and then come back, change this, test and deploy. But these are all configurations that you can just make it in the UI, right? Once the chunks are chunked, it'll go into the vector DB store. I'm currently using Astra DB, but you can use any vector DB like Pinecone, Phase, anything that you have, right? The only thing is we need to make sure that we have a token, which is called the AstraDB token. That you can get it from astradb.com. But right now I've already uploaded the token and kept it here. So if you want to add a new variable, you can add a new variable, say that Astra DB token, token, what, some of the token, you can enter your value, save it so that you would be able to see. But I've already saved the token. So if you see it's already here, I can remove it. I can re-add it for you guys. AstraDB token. Yep. So once you add it, you will get an option of what are all the databases, basically the vector store databases available. You should go to the website and create it. I've already created for us. So I'm going to use rack test, right? Now, right here at this rack test, we need to make sure that we need to enable certain options. So within these options, we have to make sure probably use a new schema, right? So I'm going to create a new schema called demo schema, maybe today's date is May 5th, 2025. Um, or else I can just say demo schema 2, right? And the option is I just want to bring my own text embeddings because I don't want to use whatever they provide. And the text embedding that I'm going to use will have dimensions. This is 1536. This has to be carefully manipulated, but if you know which embeddings model you have, you just Google it, you will get to know what is the dimension, and then you can just add it here. So once done, right? So it's going to create the schema in the background on AstraDB. So like if you see, it will start creating, you will see the updated demo schema 2 in few minutes, but let this get created. Once it get created, it will be visible to us, and you can see like we have put the embeddings, our embedding model is here. And similarly, I made sure that I have an OpenAI key, which I click so that I can use it for the embedding. So this is the embedding model that I'll use for embedding the chunks into the vector store. So there you go. We have the demo schema 2, which is visible right here. So very simple. I have a file, I chunk the file, I embed the file, and then I ingest the data into vector store. Of course, I have the vector stores and also the demo schema ready. Now, what I have to do is, this is a workflow. Now I have to run this workflow. You see how seamless it is. If you want to build this workflow, test this workflow, and run this workflow, it will take almost like weeks. You have just done that within minutes. And I'm just going to run. Very simple. So it is compiling. This component is compiled. It's working. Next, this component has split the text 10 milliseconds. It has embedded, and there you go. This embedding is also done. So basically, we would be able to make sure that our demo schema 2 has all the updated patient's history as chunks inside the system. We can also go back and check. So if I go to AstraDB, this is the vector database. I'm going to sign in. Signed in. So if I go to rack this one, go to Data Explorer, let's say I go to schema 2, there you go. There you go. There you go. You see all the records right here on demo schema 2. So all the records are ingested. Now our system is very simple. Now the records are ingested. Now let's create another flow, which is basically retrieve the entire system as chat output so that you can chat with that vector database. Similarly, so once you have the chat input, this is the chat input. So you just give a random text here, what is the document about, or like anything that you need, or just say hi. A very simple hi is also fine as the chat input. You get this, you put your embeddings, and this is what you're going to retrieve from the AstraDB. So push your chat input as the search query here, give the embedding model. The AstraDB will give you almost 4 chunks for the search results. Everything can be controlled right here. If you see, you can have an AstraDB application token, you can have the environment, You can specify the database that we haven't specified yet. We will do that in a minute. Number of search results to return. What is the search type? Is it similarity or similarity with the scores threshold? Or you can do all these options, right? So what you can do is now, what is our database that we have stored our data is? Track test one, right? And from there, we need to choose the exact collection, right? There you go. The collection has come out. So what's our collection? It's demo schema 2, right? You've also added the token here. Everything is settled. Uh, things are done. So basically the output would be whatever question you ask, it'll search through the system, it'll get you the output. Now, this data frame is going to a parser so that like the JSON is moved as a string, which can be consumed by another prompt. And in this prompt, you can see like the entire context that comes from MasterDB as chunks as put under variable name context. And then like given this context, you can ask the LLM to answer as much as possible. So this is the context that you're giving. You're also sending the question right here. And the combined prompt will be the receiving input. So the OpenAI will have two, three things. One is basically the context. Second is basically the answer that it can retrieve from the context. Very simple, right? Now, what I'm going to do is, I guess everything is written here. Probably I don't need such a costly model, so I'll just bake the model to be GPT-4o. I put the OpenAI key here. System message is not needed because you already get it from the input, and you have chat output. I guess like our system is built for the query type for the chat history. Let's run and see whether there are any errors. If you see, it'll start loading from left to right. So it has started running. I guess like there are, I don't see any errors here. Everything has started running. Things are fine. Now things are good. Now let's test the biggest demo piece, right? Hey, I've just said hi. This is my default message. If you see, put it here, right? So it's just saying, how can I help you today, right? Right? Give me the doctor name. So once it is done, it will be sent. What it'll do is it'll go to back to the document. It'll search on the document who are all the doctors, and it'll give you. So these are the doctors. Let's say, give me the dates when a patient named Mark Hayes has visited. So maybe we can check it here. Let's see. So I'm going to send it. So these are the two dates. Let's confirm. Control F, Mark is, okay, 9/30/2022. Sorry, September 30, 2022. Yes, and 6/3/2025, March 6, 2025. There you go. So you can start chatting with the system and how seamless it is. Tell me about the conditions of Mark Hayes, right? Um, So it'll display like what one case is going through, what are the conditions. The doctor can prescribe medicines or understand the history, right? So this will actually pull it from the database and give you an exact answer. So it has to first pull it from the database, then it has to run the LLM just to make sure that it gets you the right answer. So those things are like running in the background. There you go. So have it, and you see 54-year-old female patient, blah blah blah. This is, of course, these are all random things which I generated. So obviously whatever you have would be displayed here, right? So that's how it is. So yes. So whatever you have seems to be more abstract or unclear. So it's just summarizing what you have. And of course, these are all randomly generated, right? If it's real, you will get the real answers. Randomly generated in the sense the document itself is randomly generated. So whatever you have in the document, of course, the AI agent will take it, put it, and summarize it for you, right? So yeah. So you see how easy it is to build. I think we started like 12 minutes back. Sorry, 15 minutes back. and we have built an AI agent out of the box. Now, how do we share these AI agents, right? I have a playground, I clicked on it, I have a chatbot. Now, let's say I want to have an API access. Very simple. Click on this. You can use this Python script, JavaScript, or curl just to talk to this agent out of the blocks. So you can include it in your code, right? You can create an MCP server. The MCP servers are like the best these days. How we can combine, you can just have any MCP client connect to this, and then you have a tool out of the box to interact with it. So you just build this tool, give this MCP server to anybody in the world, right? Or anybody in your hospital with the right authorization, somebody having the right authorization, they can interact with this and they can get the same data what you're seeing, right? You can embed this into a site like a chat bot, put the script right into your website, and then you will have a small chat bubble right here. You can just click on it and chat. Or you want to share this playground. Hey, you know what? Just like ChatGPT, right? Share this playground, share this link with whomever you have. So let's say I'm going to take this link and I'm going to talk to it, right? It'll get you the same link. Yeah. So let me chat with it. Hey, hi. There you go. Yes. Give me um, the diagnosis of, sorry about the typo, Marquez. Should be able to give you the diagnosis. It'll retrieve from the rack systems, and then it'll give you. There you go. So this is what is the diagnosis do main section. Yes, oil sister. Uh, there you go. You see it? It's right here. Give me the history of Marquez. Give me the history. Is you should be able to retrieve the system, and then like the system will give you the output. Boom. That's it. So you have it. So that's the demo. So with this, you don't need engineers, you don't need ML scientists, you don't need data scientists to build an AI agent. Even an admin who has minimal engineering experience can build it within few minutes, or a program manager or a project manager can build it within few minutes. The learning curve is extremely easy. It takes almost like an hour to learn everything, and we have made sure that we have set up basic templates for anybody to build an AI agent out of the box. You can also build custom agents. I'll teach you how to do that in the next demo. But you have most of the boxes settled. This is just like one in hundreds of what you can build out of an AI agent. Everything could be built using this system. And right now, we are at a phase where we have not enabled authentication, SSO, or like enterprise related flows. I guess like once we include it, this would be something that every customer or every enterprise would want to use. And I've just said this only for healthcare. You can use it for finance. You can use it for legal. You can use it for e-commerce. You can use it for like recommendation engines, social media agents, right? So you can do it for n number of things. The possibilities are phenomenal with these building blocks, and just because these building blocks have come in, you can just build agents within minutes. Having said that, I'll stop the demo. I'll provide the links also in the video so you can just view those links and check it out how it's working. If you definitely want to try it out, go to demo-agentsbuilder.duckdns.org. That's the demo website where we have hosted our visual AI agents builder. Do check it out and let me know. Thanks. Bye bye.